And I'm going to turn around, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to walk inside so you can really get a good look at this place. Really cool place to fly a drone, and a place just to come and visit. So anyway, bright outside here, so it's going to be a little dark, but you'll be able to see the... Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Here's what we got going on today. I'm actually down in the great town of Osceola. I want to take you somewhere, and I want to show you something, and when you see this, you'll be amazed of what it is, and how big it is, and how amazing it is. And I'm gonna go fly in a kind of a special place. Now this isn't just out in open air over a lake or something like that. It's something so unique, so special, that I'm not gonna tell you what it is, I'm just gonna show you. And here's one other thing. I am amazed of how many people that live close to this place that don't even realize that it even exists. It's right here just outside of Osceola off B Highway. And there are tons of people from Henry County, where I currently live, which is just north of here, of Osceola, that don't realize that this is here. And I think this is an awesome place. It is, I think, a tourist attraction even. And we're talking that's what this is. And so I'm going to take you there. Okay, so we are just off B Highway outside of Osceola, and here's where I've parked. Get a good look at it. Not hard to find, people. That's the thing about this. In fact, you can see that there are a lot of people that know that this is here, because I mean there's a path right here. In fact, this is an old road, part of the lime kiln quarry company that was here way back at around the turn of the century. There's already a path here, and man, how easy would it be just to clear this off, pour a little more gravel, and make it easily accessible to just about anybody. I mean, look at this. This is already a beaten path. People already come and travel on this little road. And really, it's probably about a 7-8 minute walk back to this location where I'm going to fly this drone. And so yeah, you see the path goes right around where some trees fall. Somebody's been drinking. They've been drinking whiskey. Imagine that. This is public area. Anybody's allowed to go here. Right now, I'm not trespassing. I didn't have to ask anybody's permission to be here, which, you know, it's kind of nice. It's already public. And as you can see, people have even driven their vehicles up here. But for the most part, a lot of people just hike it. But anyway, when I get up here around this corner really quick, I'll show you some of the old quarries that we're going to go by. And then I'll show you this really cool place to fly a drone. So, or just to visit. You don't have to have a drone. I'm just a drone enthusiast. We are at the crossroads, kind of. So anyway, I've gotten to a spot here, just up the path, probably about 100 yards from where I cut off last time. Okay, so you can go this way, which is the way we're going to go, and it's going to lead you to this really cool location. But you can also go up this hill here, and it's really not that steep to climb it. Anyway, if you go up that hill right over there, that takes you to a bluff that actually looks out over the Osage River, and then you can also see into Osceola across the river. Really, really, really cool. Really, really cool. So anyway, we're coming up here on one of the quarries, And people come up here and start a fire and do some fishing and probably drinking. I found one of their bottles, that's for sure. Conservation Department has filled this all in right here so that this can be accessible. So, I mean, there has been some work done here. And it's not that difficult, but here it is. Psych, not. It's one of those stupid jokes. Anyway, this is one of the quarries that was left over from the quarry system. But this is not the cool spot that I wanted to take you where I'm going to fly my drone. This is interesting. This is awesome. Super clear water. I don't know if you can see down inside there or not. But yeah, I mean, you can see down inside the water here, probably a good, probably a good 10 feet, maybe even 15. Might be even a cool place to come and scuba dive, you know, find out what's been thrown down there. Definitely do some magnet fishing here. That's cool. See wherever that big wall, all the water. I think it'd be a cool place to fly a drone. I have flown in here, but that's not what I'm talking about. Something about 400 times cooler than that. 400 times. And that's not an exaggeration. Not an exaggeration in the least. It's really cool. Kind of beautiful little scenery. Anyway, it's just right up here. I mean, literally, this is probably a 7 to 10 minute walk, depending on how fast you want to go. Check out the scenery, all that type stuff. But all right, so here we are. We've arrived. I walked down here from the time that I got out of the car to here. We're talking probably because I've stopped and kind of done this vlog thing. It might have taken me 10 minutes to walk this far, but really, if you just want to get here, 7 minutes. That's all it takes. So anyway, it's very bright out here. And I'm going to turn around, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to walk inside so you can really get a good look at this place. Really cool place to fly a drone and a place just to come and visit. So anyway, bright outside here, so it's going to be a little dark, but you'll be able to see the entrance to that. Right behind me, that is a huge cavern left over from the mining that was going on here. They were doing lime mining, the kiln company. So these are called, most people know these as the lime kiln caverns. It's all man-made, but they are absolutely humongous. Let's just go take a quick look inside. So as the camera adjusts to the different light, you can see how massive this is. And already you can probably hear the echo in the voice. But this was dug out, mined, blasted with dynamite, and has been here for, looks like over 100 years now. I'm pretty sure it was the turn of the century that this was all carved out. And it was definitely, well, I know it operated it into the 1900s area. But anyway, right now there's quite a bit of water in here. During the summertime, this would all dry out, and you could walk all the way to the back. A few years ago, the lake got really, really high and really, really deep, and people actually kayaked back into here, which was totally awesome. You probably can find some of the footage of that online, different places, Facebook, YouTube, all that, you know. But I am just amazed, absolutely amazed, and I've said this over and over. How many people that don't know about this? Now look, we are right across the river from Osceola. We are 25 minutes from Clinton, Missouri, and only probably about 45 minutes from Bolivar, and then on to Bolivar or Springfield. So an hour away from Springfield. Here's this. Now I know there's a lot of people that travel from Kansas City to Springfield, and I think this would be a cool place just to stop and hang out for a few minutes on your way, because you have to drive right by this. And this is only, I mean, well, you see me drive over here, only a few minutes from Highway 13, which is the road you take between Kansas City and Springfield. So anyway, super cool. I've gone down here and I've flown in here before, which is fun. I mean, how many people can say they've flown underground? We're underground people. This goes back probably about the nether length of a football field. You go around this big pillar here, and then there's another pillar in the back that's probably about the size of this one right here, that's holding up the ground. So humongous. I mean, I don't even know how to describe how many semi trucks can you stack one on top of the other? 3 on top of the other, and before you hit the ceiling? I don't know. It would have to be at least that many. Yeah, I'd say 3. And somebody has been crazy enough to put a rope there and climb that. Not me. I just get a drone and fly it. Speaking of that, how about I get a drone out and fly it? Here we go. All right, so there you got it, man. As I said, man, cool place to fly a drone. I mean, how many people can actually say that they've flown underground? Really kind of cool. Echoey. Natural reverb. So anyway, the old drone and I. Of course, one thing about drones is you can actually name them. Oh, wow. Hold on. It's like you can hear pigeons in here. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up. I hope it is. So you can hear pigeons in here. And it echoes! So anyway, like I was saying, got the drone out. You can name your drones, give them nicknames, and that is actually registered with the FAA. And this one is Mandalorian. So I've owned several different drones, and oh wow, that's a sparrow. So, and I always name them after Star Wars stuff because hey, I'm a Star Wars fan through and through. Have been since I was a little kid. In fact, right across the river there is where I first watched Star Wars for the first time as a kid. Right there in the Civic Theater. But it's been closed for years. Sad. But you can't go to the Civic Theater anymore, but you can come to the Lime Kiln Caverns. Look at these massive things. They're incredible!